Hello everyone, welcome to Red Snapper. My name's MJ and this is a Spotlight cash planning video that goes all the way through until October. In the description to this video you can find 3 different Spotlight cash planning images from myself and a couple of other content creators, EK August and Zero Skill Samus, so you can choose your favourite. And in the video we're going to go through every single week. I'm going to rate the week to see how good it is overall, and I'm also going to tell you exactly what I'm doing. In fact, if you use my Spotlight Cash Planner image, I've got empty boxes on there so that you can write in how many keys you'll have left at the end of any given week. I personally update it, so I assume that anytime I'm spending keys, I'm opening caches, I'm spending at least 4 keys. Well, I'm spending at most 4 keys, and I update the thing. Anyway, let's get on with the thing. So we'll start the rankings from this week as I upload this video, which is the 6th of August, and it's Marvel Boy week. I've given this week 5 stars because all the cards are Series 5 cards, and they're just really good. Blob is very good, particularly good in Arishem decks recently. Red Hulk is a fantastic 6-cost card if you just need something big, and it's also imposing because your opponent sees it, so it's a great card. I also think the variant is great, and Marvel Boy is a fantastic card. So this is a great week. You might be wondering, why the hell aren't you opening keys to get Marvel Boy then? Because as you can see, I've got a cross on there. I'm saying no, I'm not spending keys. It's just because all of my keys are tied up in future weeks, as you'll see. Right, moving on to the 13th of August. This is the Wiccan week. Wiccan, I think, is pretty decent. I think he has a lot of potential. If you want to see my full thoughts, you can check out my Snap or Pass video. However, you will see that I am going in on the week. I am actually opening caches to try and get Wiccan. I give the week overall 3.5 stars. So I don't think it's the most mind-blowing week. Certainly not as strong as the previous week. However, I do think it's good. Loki is still a fantastic card. He has recently had a very big change to how he works. But he's in fact, I haven't updated the image actually, I do apologise, it's 3.5 now. Anyway, he's still very good. Pixie is interesting. Pixie has fallen off of the meta a little bit, but she is still decent in the decks that she can appear in. I personally actually haven't had masses of luck with her, but I do really like this Spotlight variant. So I'm opening keys, I'm opening caches this week, I'm spending keys, and I actually do kind of hope that I get this Pixie variant because I do like it. But if I get Wiccan in one, I'll absolutely take it. Moving on to the next week is the 20th of August, and it's Speed week. Speed is alongside Jeff and Iron Lad. I give this week overall 4 stars. These are all Series 5 cards. Jeff is still really good. He's definitely come down a little bit with the release of some other cards that sort of take away from his stocks a little bit. So War Machine somewhat takes away from the Jeff stonks. But actually, Nocturne had a bigger impact on slightly weakening Jeff and bringing down his play rate. But, like I said, I still think he's a brilliant card. And Iron Lad, very strong card. Very strong in particular archetypes like Tribunal. It's a really important element in there. But also, if you like a bit of Nimrod and Phoenix action, Iron Lad's really good there as well. And Speed is a solid card. I think Speed is actually going to be a pretty decent plug-and-play card. And you can check out my upcoming Snap or Pass on him. I'm not spending keys this week though. As I say, I do think it's a good week, but these upcoming Spider-Man and Symbiote seasons, that's where my keys are going. However, I'm also spending on the following week, which is the 27th of August, featuring Emperor Hulkling. Sorry, I said that slightly weirdly. I'm going to try that again. Featuring Emperor Hulkling, Cannonball, and Nimrod. Nimrod is one of my favourite cards in the game. I'm super biased, so I actually will be spending keys until I get this variant. Basically, until I get Hulkling and until I get this Nimrod variant. Actually, I need Cannonball as well. So I'm basically almost guaranteed spending 4 keys this week. But overall, I do just think it's a pretty solid week. As you can see, I've given it 4 stars. I think Hulkling is actually pretty easily the worst card here. Cannonball is decent. It's a very good, very annoying surprise card. And Nimrod, as I say, is one of my favourite cards in the game. I love him. He's very specific, so you obviously have to like the specific Nimrod style of destroy deck. But I think he's cool, and I think this variant is sick. Moving on to the Spider-Man month, and the Spider-Man first week is the 3rd of September. Oh boy, as you can see, I've given this week the elusive, the incredible, the goated, the S tier 6 stars. Yeah, I call it Six Guys. I've got a food review channel, and on that channel, anything that is just mind-blowingly tasty and incredible, I give 6 stars. And this is certainly a six-star week. All of these cards taste amazing to me. You got Silver Sable, who looks like she's going to come out to be one of the strongest one-cost cards in the game. I truly believe that. Mockingbird is currently the number 2 played card. Again, I haven't updated the stats here, I do apologise. She should actually be a 6/10. She's still really good, even with that slight nerf, bringing her cost up and bringing her power up, which puts her into Shang-Chi range. She's actually still really good. And US Agent, it's awesome to see US Agent rotate back into their caches here, because he actually had a really substantial buff just after he came out, and I think he's brilliant now. I don't have him, but I can't wait to get hold of him. Using him for... I'm like quite a big shield archetype fan, so when I've got him through effects like Maria Hill and that sort of thing, I've absolutely loved using him. Can really adapt your plans and really help you secure a lane that they might be thinking, oh, I'm going to win that lane with my damn arrow, or probably more likely something like Red Hulk. Play around, you are playing to the fact that you're going to play US Agent in one specific location, and he feels great to play on those few occasions when I have got him. So overall, this week just looks insane to me. So 6 stars, and obviously I'm opening. Then the 10th of September, I've given it 4.5 stars. So we've got a couple of absolutely crazy weeks coming out the gates on this Spider-Man season. This season features Madam Web, who I think is going to be crazy. She allows you to move a card away from the location that she's at. And we've seen cards like Jeff and Nocturne and Vision being able to move your cards and have that flexibility is incredibly strong. Like Vision, he's a 5/8 and he can simply move every turn. Like he's not even like that crazy powerful or interesting, apart from the fact that he can move, and he's still greatly and enthusiastically played in many decks. He's a great card. So Madam Web being able to give other cards his ability, pretty much, or once per turn, is just so strong. And alongside Madam Web, you've got Silk, who is good. She probably has come down in power level a bit, but also Alioth. Alioth is fantastic, really good card, can really just cancel out your opponent's plans for that turn, and can certainly win cubes and win games. So I think he's great, and also this variant is sick. So I'm opening this week, and I think it's just a very strong week in general. Then moving on to the next week, it is the 17th of September, featuring Aranya, Ms. Marvel and Sage. I've given this 4 stars, and again, it's a week where I am opening caches. Aranya herself seems really good. Going to be a very interesting sort of chess piece style card, where you're really going to be able to make some great plays and great combos with her. She is the first card coming out with the new Activate ability, and it basically allows you this particular card allows you some more control and more complexity about when you move cards, which is sick. Ms. Marvel is really good, and Sage, very much surprised myself, and I think some other people, with how strong she was when she came out. A surprisingly very strong late game card that is free cost, so you can play her towards the end of the game, and yes, she can absolutely do numbers for you. So I am opening, of course, again this week as well. Then the final week of the Spider-Man week is Scarlet Spider. At the moment it's Scarlet Spider anyway. There might be something weird happening this week. There's like, you might have seen my new free cards video. We've got like Tombstone's name that has shown up in the data, and we don't know if they're like possibly could be a Deadpool's Diner this week, or exactly what is going to happen. But Scarlet Spider might change in terms of how you get him. Anyway, so I've given this week 3.5 stars because it's Scarlet Spider, Scar, and White Widow. White Widow is really good. Scar is decent, not mind-blowing. Scarlet Spider looks incredible. And you can see I've got a pink logo here, pink tick. That means I'm spending tokens. So if this week remains as it is, and it's normal, I'm going to buy Scarlet Spider with tokens. I've got White Widow, I've got Scar, so I don't really need to spend keys. Yeah, that is the end of those words that I'm saying now. I'm going to move on to the next batch of words that I'm saying. So this next season after the Spider-Man season is sort of the Spider-Man season in itself. It's a symbiote season. And again, like, guys, honestly, like this season just looks so good to me. Funnily enough, though, I think the Spotlight weeks themselves look a lot weaker, so I think this might be a bit of a token month for people. If you're saving up your tokens, I would probably save them for this month. The first week is 1st of October, and it's Scream, Man-Thing, and Mobius and Mobius. Scream is really, really good. Some sort of anti-move tech. Really going to fit in nicely with the likes of Kingpin, and also going to be some good counterplay against the silky smooth style of decks. Man-Thing is fine, not the best card, and Mobius is bloody annoying to play against. He's like a fairly good tech card, and can certainly help out when those cost reduction style archetypes run on strike. I really struggled to get my words out that sentence. Mobius helps when cost reduction style decks run rampant in the meta. So whilst I said this is actually not a week that I would recommend that you roll keys for, I am actually opening Spotlight caches this week just simply because I don't have enough tokens to go around and I desperately want Scream. The week after is the 8th of October, and it's Misery week. So we got Misery, we got War Machine, again, apologies, I haven't updated the graphic series, actually a 4/7, and we got Namora. Now, Namora's pretty good, War Machine is fine, not really that great, and Misery looks very intriguing, very interesting. I've actually only given the week 3 stars, because, yeah, like, War Machine is not great. We don't exactly know how Misery is going to be yet. She might end up being really good. And Namora is actually very good. To be honest, I do wonder if I've slightly underrated this week. It probably could be 3.5 stars at least. But I personally need Namora and I need Misery, so I'm actually opening caches this week. Moving on to the 15th of October. This is a 3-star week for me. It's Scorn, Jean Grey and Sebastian Shaw. So, Jean Grey is fine. She's definitely the weakest card here. Sebastian Shaw is good. He's very good, in fact, but he's only really good in Surfer. For such a narrow card, I can't really give a massive rating because he literally is only in one archetype. I mean, you could question why I would say that Scorn is really good, because she's only going to be in discard archetype. But this Scorn here looks so exciting to me. I'm really excited to play more discard. I will read out her power. I know I haven't done that for all of the cards, but Scorn, she's a 1/2. When you discard this, give its power to one of your cards in play and return this to your hand with +1 power. So she is going to be cycling. She's going to be delving back into your hand and then giving her power each time to something on your board, which I just think is so good. And I love cheap style discard. I like Colleen Wing, Swarm. Love that sort of thing. So that's really cool. And you'll see the logos that I've got here. I've actually got, I'm double dipping, guys. I am not only spending tokens to get Scorn, I'm then opening caches to get this variant. I bloody well need this variant for Scorn. It is sick. Moving on to the next week is the 22nd of October. It's the Toxin week. So we've got Toxin, I have to say, a weak Zabu variant. I'm really not into this Zabu variant. And Elsa Bloodstone. So I've given this week 3 stars. Don't think it's the crazy strongest week. Zabu is certainly pretty weak at the moment. Elsa is good. I actually like her. I really like the silky smooth or Inda Club style decks. Call it Inda Club because Inda Club you mingle. Mingle rhymes with Pringle, and Pringle is where you stack cards on a single location and then move them out. So yeah, not the strongest week. I'm actually not opening. I really like Toxin. Toxin is like going to be a really strong bounce card, but I just can't actually afford to open this week. I'm opening so many caches and spending so many tokens around the Spider-Man and the Symbiote season that I'm going to basically run out by this point. Or certainly by the next week, because it's the 29th of October. It's the Anti-Venom week. Anti-Venom is alongside Supergiant and Ghost Spider. And it's a 3-star week. Ghost Spider is like good. It's like fine. Obviously especially good in move. But I do actually like playing Ghost Spider in things like Nimrod as well. In the Nimrod deck, they're going to snap back on you when they've got armor or Cosmo. When you've played your Nimrod. Or they do Eliath. If they snap back on you, you're going to be thankful for having that Ghost Spider in there, because you pull Ghost Spider out and destroy your Nimrod in another location. And they don't know what's going on. And so yeah, 3-star week for me. It's not the strongest Supergiant. Fine, whatever. Not the strongest week. However, you will see on screen the green tick and the pink tick, because I am spending tokens to get a Anti-Venom. I think he looks cracked. I'm just really interested by Anti-Venom and all of the potential combos that are going to be possible. I'm actually most excited about doing an ongoing deck with Anti-Venom, getting a 0-costed card, playing Moon Girl to duplicate the 0-costed card, and then going explosive on the final turn, playing like some ongoing stuff. Could be, I mean, imagine the dream scenario of getting a 0-cost Spectrum, Moon Girling it to get 2, and then on the final turn, you've got all your existing ongoing stuff on the board. You can slam down 2 or 3 more ongoing cards like Mojo, Howard the Duck, Goose. It might be a bit too late for Goose, but you know what I mean. Dazzler maybe. And then slam down double Spectrum. That is the deck that I'm most excited to try out with Anti-Venom. And as such, I'm going to need this bloody variant as well because it is sick. So yeah, the fact that I need 2 of the Symbiote variants, I'm sort of fuming, but I'm a massive Symbiote fan, so I'm sort of like happy and sad at the same time. Because at the end of this period, I'm going to be completely spunked out of... Oh, sorry. I'm going to be completely spent out of all tokens, caches, cards. This has been the video. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please click like and subscribe if you're new. I do these at least once a month as we find out the new cards. I'm excited. I'm overexcited. This is the end of the video. Cheers. See you later. Bye.